Welcome back to the shop. Today I got this little project of making these little wheels for a toy truck. Very old toy truck. Probably 40, 50 years old or better. And the wheels just finally started breaking in the little hub or hole there. And they just fall off of the little shaft. Because they're just a slip, got like a barbed in here. Like you'd slip a hose over that holds them on. So we're going to make them out of aluminum and see how long they last. The hole will probably end up being of course, come on. There we go. Depending on where you measure, you get about 3/16 to slightly over 3/16. So we're just going to make that whole 3/16 and thermal set it on there, where you heat this part up, cool this part down, and force it on there, and then when it cools it should shrink onto it, onto the barbs there, and shouldn't come off. So we got about 2 inches. Yeah, about 2.033. Yeah, so there's a little inconsistency there, so oops. So we'll just make them probably about probably about 2.035 or somewhere in there. It's not critical. They can be slightly over, slightly under. It's not going to hurt it. And the thickness. Thick part there. Just over 1/2 inch. But we'll try to shoot for that measurement. Just for S's and G's, just to see how good I am, which I'm not. So yeah, as long as it's close to that, it'll be just fine. Got them all cut out. We're on the Monarch now. Just going to pop a little hole through the center and cut off that nasty burr there left by the hole saw. Using I doubt you can see that, but it's a number 13 size drill, which is 185 thousandths. And we're just using the 3-jaw just because I don't know how true this cut is circularly, and I don't want it to be chasing it on the 4-jaw. So we'll be setting in there like that. Have some parallels behind there to make sure it's square-ish. Yeah, that one kicked out on me a little bit. Like that. Try it right there, see if that's a little better. Did it to me again. It's probably off just a little bit, but for what I'm doing, it's more than fine. Do a spin test on it. That looks pretty good. There we go. Yep. Snug fit on one side, a loose fit on the other. Well, they got these kind of like a barbed hosed end. What do you want to call that? And you're just no consistency with it between these two sides. So I had to choose a size, hole size that was kind of split the difference. So hopefully that works for all of them, because this is the only shaft I got to go off of. So if it's too loose, we'll just have to glue it in with like a 2-part epoxy or maybe even a super glue. If it's too big, have to enlarge the hole slightly or just pound it in, one of the two. Little side note here, I did get a new protective lens for the GoPro. So now you don't got those little halo rings on the lens or the picture anymore. Didn't realize how bad that old protective lens was till I got a new one on there. Pretty crazy. I got a piece of steel chucked up. I'm going to turn a mandrel for that to set on like that, and then I'm just going to have a threaded external thread with a nut screwed on, because that's too small of a hole to really thread the internal thread on, and plus I don't have no real small screws like that. So we'll just do external thread with a nut. Probably be we'll turn it 1/2 inch on the threads, and then have that 1/2 inch for the thickness there. And we'll just have a shoulder on the back side there to hold it.